A single pair of old wool socks will outperform a gallon of liquid seaweed every single time. If you're still buying bags of organic dirt, you're just paying a stupid tax to retailers who rely on your ignorance. Premium potting mix is 90% marketing fluff and 10% overpriced peat. Stop feeding the machine. Your floor sweepings, shredded Amazon boxes, and that old cotton t-shirt are the biological gold you've been throwing away. Look at the difference. Designer mud produces stunted stalks. Homeless soil produces monsters. Stop wasting months on compost bins that are just luxury hotels for rats. Bury the waste. Let the roots feast directly. While the world worries about the supply chain, you'll be exploiting the carbon hiding in your trash. Chapter 2. Free gardening soil, the base. Stop paying the brown tax at big box garden centers. Those $10 bags of mulch are just shredded trash with a marketing budget. Grab your recycling bin instead. Rip the plastic tape off those Amazon boxes like you're searching for buried treasure. Drown that cardboard in a bucket of water until it's limp and heavy. Layer it thick over your grass. This creates a lethal weed barrier that suffocates the competition while feeding the soil microbes. Forget expensive landscape fabric that just chokes your worms. Cardboard is the ultimate carbon foundation for a homeless soil empire. Stack it deep. Walk on it to compress the air pockets. You're building a subterranean carbon bank that stores moisture better than any store-bought peat moss. Realize that most gardeners are literally throwing their best assets in the dumpster every Tuesday. Here is the hard truth. Buying wood chips is a tax on people who can't read a label. Cardboard provides the skeleton, but a skeleton won't grow a tomato. You need the biological engine to jumpstart the decomposition. Watch what happens when we add the weirdest nitrogen sources you've ever seen in the next segment. Chapter 3. Composting cotton and hair. The nitrogen. Empty your hairbrush into your garden beds. Stop treating your barber's floor like waste and start seeing it as black gold in the making. Hair consists of nearly 15% nitrogen, making it more potent than most commercial slow-release fertilizers. Shred those old 100% cotton t-shirts you were going to donate to a thrift store graveyard. Cut them into strips to increase the surface area for fungal colonization. You are mimicking a forest floor where fallen fir and decaying fibers create the richest soil on the planet. Ignore the expert advice saying you need bags of blood meal. Blood meal is just overpriced animal waste. Your hair is free, local, and better. Layer the hair and cotton directly onto your wet cardboard foundation. Watch the soil biology explode as these high-protein fibers break down. Check the tags on your clothes. If it's not 100% natural, it's just plastic trash that will haunt your soil forever. Warning. Most eco-friendly gardeners are too squeamish for this, which is why their yields are pathetic. You've built the base and the engine, but now you need the high-octane fuel to set the whole system on fire. Chapter 4. Kitchen Waste Compost, the Fuel. Treat your kitchen scraps like high-performance fuel, not garbage. Chop every potato skin and coffee filter into dime-sized pieces. Understand that surface area is the only metric that matters in the microbial world. Smaller pieces mean billions of bacteria can feast simultaneously, accelerating your soil production by 500%. Dump those coffee grounds directly on top of your hair and cotton layers. Coffee isn't just for your morning wake-up, it's a nitrogen-rich catalyst that activates the homeless soil pile. Forget your cute little compost tumbler that sits in the corner and does nothing. Tumblers are for people who like wasting money on plastic gadgets that grow mold instead of soil. Throw your pulverized eggshells into the mix for a massive calcium hit. Here is the hot take. Eggshells are a total waste of time unless you grind them into a fine powder first. Whole shells take years to break down. Dust takes days. Moisten the pile until it feels like a wrung-out sponge. Observe the immediate arrival of earthworms. They can smell this buffet from a mile away. You've got the ingredients, but now you need the lasagna architecture to make it all work. Chapter 5. DIY Raised Bed Soil, the Assembly. Build your soil like a 5-star lasagna, but with a secret, the cloaking device. Start with your soggy cardboard base to execute a total blackout on weeds. Spread your protein layer of shredded t-shirts and hair like you're seasoning a dry-aged steak. Apply a thick fuel layer of your finely chopped kitchen scraps. Now, here is where most people fail and let the neighbors win: the skin. Smother the entire pile with a thin layer of old garden dirt, finished compost, or fallen leaves. This isn't just a biological filter, it's a professional-looking mask. Your neighbors won't see a trash pile. They'll see a high-end mulched garden bed that looks like you paid a landscaping crew $500 to install, while they're spending $200 on premium raised bed mix, which is mostly sterilized wood chips. You're building a biological powerhouse in total secrecy. Tamp the pile down firmly to lock in the moisture. It looks like a clean professional bed today, but by planting season, that trash will have evolved into a pitch-black nutrient bomb. Chapter 6. Compost Odor Control: The Science. Master the carbon-to-nitrogen handshake or prepare for a neighborhood feud. If your pile stinks, don't listen to the experts who say composting is gross. They just never taught you how to read the biological SOS. Identify the ammonia alert. If you smell a dumpster, you haven't failed. You've simply overloaded the nitrogen. It's a 30-second fix. Bury more cardboard or shredded paper into the dead center of the pile to soak up the excess. Diagnose a stagnant pile by a lack of heat. If it's not breaking down, you've got too much carbon and not enough fuel. By using homeless soil tactics, you're creating an aerobic environment where oxygen-loving microbes thrive. This isn't 6th grade chemistry. This is high-level microbial engineering that most gardeners are too scared to try. Keep the pile moist like a wrung-out sponge. Keep the air flowing, and you'll have the hottest, fastest-acting soil in the zip code without a single complaint from the HOA. Chapter 7. Easiest vegetables to grow: The results. Unleash the heavy feeders on your recycled waste pile and prepare for the skeptic's silence. Plant potatoes directly into those shredded fabric layers. Watch as the loose, fibrous texture allows tubers to expand without resistance. When my neighbor saw me burying an old Hanes 3-pack and a handful of barbershop hair next to my tomatoes, he thought I'd lost my mind. 3 months later, his $400 designer soil plants were yellowing and stunted, while my homeless soil monsters were leaning over the fence mocking him. Set your tomato starts into the hair-rich zones. They crave the steady, slow-release nitrogen and keratin that your brush provides. These plants don't want sterile, dead dirt from a plastic bag. They want the microbial buffet you just engineered. Examine these roots: thick, white, and aggressive. Sterile potting mix is a retirement home for plants. Your soil is an elite training camp. You'll harvest crops that taste like actual food, but the real harvest is the look on the experts' faces when they realize you beat their yields using nothing but the contents of your recycling bin. Chapter 8. No-Cost Gardening: The Challenge. Total up your investment for this garden bed: $0.00. You didn't burn gas driving to a big box store. You didn't support a supply chain that turns peat bogs into plastic bags. You kept 50 pounds of waste out of a landfill and turned it into 100 pounds of food. The homeless soil method isn't about being broke, it's about being the smartest person on the block. Your trash is a high-value asset that you've been throwing away like a sucker. Stop making excuses about not having enough space or soil being too expensive. Go find one cardboard box and one handful of hair and start your first layer today. Curbside trash is the most undervalued resource in America. Start mining it. Prove to yourself that self-sufficiency starts in the recycling bin, not the checkout line. Join the ranks of gardeners who have hacked the system and reclaimed their food chain. If you want to see exactly what I planted in this specific pile last week and how it looks today, click this video right here. Stop watching and start scavenging.